Forsaken World just came out. You guys wanted me to play it. Here I am playing it. Now, admittedly, after about 45 minutes of playing through Forsaken World, and I use the term playing a little loosely here, I had to close out of the game. Not because of bugs, not because of issues, but yeah. Spoiler alert, I guess. So you begin the game with a cutscene as you'd expect. Then you're given the option of creating your character, just as you would in any MMO. Mobile or otherwise. Honestly, the character creator was pretty good. You had some freedom to create a pretty good looking character. After that, you're thrown directly into the game. Now, upon first inspection, you might think that this resembles other games like V4 or A3, but the reality of it is, while Forsaken World does not look bad, it really doesn't. It also simultaneously lacks the polish of the aforementioned MMOs. That's just talking about the visuals though. The character models look pretty good, they do. I've seen a lot better, granted, but if you compare mediocre games with good games, obviously the mediocre games aren't going to hold up, ever. But just looking at the environment I moved through in the first 30 or so minutes, everything felt very plain, very flat, very low quality. I've seen zones that are absolutely filled with monsters, with NPCs, with plants. The worlds feel alive, whereas here in Forsaken World, they just really don't. Which is fine, the world doesn't have to look good for the game to be a good game, right? I feel like the game world, while low quality, is alright, but it's just one of several things that really disappointed me with Forsaken World. After the mediocre world, we're met with a mediocre combat system. For a game with as much funding as this game should have had, the combat felt incredibly clunky, very slow and unintuitive, which I guess is asking a lot for a mobile MMO, but nevertheless, I went in with expectations. The combat in this is terrible. I played Dragon Raja, I played Perfect World Mobile, I played Black Desert Mobile, I've seen Grand Saga and Tower of Fantasy's combat as well, and this is by far the worst of the MMOs released, or releasing in the near future. While the entire game autoplays for you, your movements are just so stiff. I was honestly shocked to see that they didn't put in more effort into things. The story is also kind of basic. I mean, it's about what you'd expect. I mean, the MMO genre isn't really known for its narrative depth and complexity, but even so, there are MMOs out there that really just go a ways to craft a beautiful world filled with lore and story. That was not the case with Forsaken World. It was just really basic. I mean this, actually have nothing to say about it other than it's just not memorable in any capacity. The world, interestingly enough, also didn't have much in the way of things to do. I made it to level 30 by the time I was finished with everything, and all I did was click my equip gear button, as it just didn't do that for me. Other than that, I auto-pathed around a pretty uninspired world filled with, actually not filled with anything. It was pretty barren, void of life. Guys, I don't want to hate on a game for no reason, but this right here is almost as bad as a mobile MMO can be. I have played my fair share of mobile MMOs by this point. A lot of them have been really bad, but there are no redeeming qualities to be found within Forsaken World at all, not even graphically. Maybe in the character customization, but even that in and of itself is severely limited. I would not personally here recommend investing any time into Forsaken World, even though I know that there are some of you out there that are no doubt enjoying the game, but this is my opinion, my impressions of the game based off of the 45 minutes to an hour I technically played it, but didn't really get to play any of it. What do you guys think? Have you tried it out? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more more videos like this in the future, and I will see you guys next time.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna be worth it. Ooh,